Yeah, congratulations to Colombia under 20 and congratulations to Argentine under 20 team as Nigeria and South Africa collectively bow out of the FIFA under 20 World Cup just some couple of minutes ago. Colombia were able to beat South Africa 3 goals to 1, and Nigeria was trashed by Argentine under 20 by 4 goals to nothing. This, I would say, was a revenge mission because in the previous under 20 championship, it was Nigeria who actually sent Argentina home. So now Argentina has just repaid the favor, and they didn't just do it easily, they did it in a very devastating way, sending Nigeria home with 4 goals to nothing. Yeah, so Egypt, of course, couldn't qualify from the group stage. Nigeria, South Africa, and Morocco went through from the group stage into the knockout stages. And as you can see, South Africa and Nigeria are heading back to Africa. And then Morocco, whose game would be by tomorrow, I guess, against either Paraguay. Morocco will be playing. And yeah, Morocco actually topped their group, the so-called group of death, which had Brazil, Spain, Morocco, and one other country in it. Morocco actually beat Brazil, I think they beat Spain, and they drew France. I am not sure, not France, but they drew one of their match. They lost one of their matches when they already qualified though, but they actually topped that group. And of course, in this kind of tournament, when you top your group, you face a lesser strong opponent. You face one of the best losers, and Nigeria, of course, was one of the best losers. So Nigeria was a weaker opponent for Argentina, who actually topped their own group, and Argentina met Nigeria. That's like the first in their group meeting the third in Nigerian group. And that third person happened to be Nigeria. And of course, they were able to trash Nigeria 3 goals to nothing. Yeah, the boys actually did well. I watched their matches. Their first match was against Norway, and it was with a penalty. Norway beat Nigeria. The boys did well. I would say they didn't do well. I don't think we have some exceptional, skillful players in the team, but the whole crop of footballers, I don't think they are too bad. Yeah, because aside this 4-0 trashing by Argentina, the Nigerian team has actually done excellently well. They might not have won a lot of matches, they might not have scored a lot of goals, but for me that watch the matches, I know those boys did well, especially even their last game against Colombia. Even though Colombia was leading until almost 80 something to 90 minutes before Nigeria conceded, Nigeria actually had a penalty and then equalized to make it 1-1. In that game, we had people like Sani, who plays, I think, the left back for Nigeria. Sani, number 7, that guy was good. And I think one of the issues that affected the Nigerian game today was Sani not being in that game, because in the very last kick of that match, or the very last attack that Colombia had, Sani actually brought down a player and he was given a second yellow. So that meant he was going to miss this particular knockout game against Argentina, which he actually did miss. And I think that was one of the issues that affected Nigeria, because Sani was one of the promising talent I saw in that team. He actually hit the bar twice, and he's also very good on air. When you cross the ball onto Sani, he's very good. Even if the keeper carries the ball, at least he has the ball on target. Today, a knockout game against Argentina, there were a lot of football lobbed into the 18-yard box for Nigeria, most of which were nodded off target. So yeah, Sani was actually missed, and I think that was one of the reasons why Nigeria lost with this whole margin, because Sani was good, and some other key players in the team also, of course, did excellently well, or did good averagely for the tournament. And compared to other teams in the tournament, Nigeria, I would say, did not do bad. So they lost their first game 1-0. They went on to win their second game by 3 goals to 2. Costly a late penalty that was awarded to them. And then the third game was another one they drew with Colombia 1-1. And then their last game now, which is against Argentina, a knockout game. And they lost by 4 goals to nothing. Aside that, in the group stage, Nigeria did very well. And I believe there are so many other teams in this tournament. Nigeria is actually far better than even teams that will go ahead to reach the quarterfinal or semi-final. But because of the group they belong to, like the South African group, they had a particular team, one new country like that I really haven't heard about, just like an island, and they were there as like South Africa actually beat them 5-0. France actually beat them like 9-0. So in that group, they were just sharing goals to every other person in that group. And yeah, if they beat them, if you are able to beat them with that number of goals, of course, that is going to add to your tally to be able to qualify. But it doesn't mean it makes you good. So if you top that group, as I think France topped that group, if France top that group, and then France go ahead to meet people that came from a very tougher group, and of course they will have themselves to, of course, pay the price and ensure they keep the faith. Anyways, like I said, congratulations to Colombia and Argentina. Yesterday it was Turkey who were knocked out by Turkey. Yeah, Turkey and Chile. We are knocked out yesterday. I think by who? I can't remember who knocked Turkey and Chile out. Yeah, but as it is, Brazil unexpectedly didn't even make it from the group stage. Brazil only were able to get a draw in 3 matches, and Brazil was knocked out of in the group stage. Yeah, I think Italy is still in the game. Argentina, of course, is still in the game. Chile, the host country, yeah, we were knocked out by Mexico yesterday night. And of course, Morocco is still the only country representing Africa right now. I think Morocco will be playing either South Korea or the other, but they are playing an Asian country, either Korea or South Korea or North Korea. So, yeah, I wish them all the best tomorrow, as they are the only people bearing the flags of Africa, just like they did in the last FIFA World Cup. So Morocco football has actually improved so well, and that's why they're able to represent Africa and also remain there when others are gone. So we've seen other African countries play their own knockout games, at least one. We haven't seen Morocco play their own yet, so we hope they're able to strive, because they did very well in the group stage, and then of course go ahead and go all the way to the final. Of course, this under 17 don't really think they are exceptional teams. The US, the France, the Italy, even the Argentina team, the Mexican team, the Moroccan team. I don't think there is any exceptional team in the whole thing. Looking at what every team brings to the table, apart from tactical play and some questionable showcase by some teams, I think every team that has been there, of course, I will tell you, actually worked their way to be there. And it's been a great tournament, and I'll keep my eyes on it. And if you want to know more, of course, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and stay tuned for informations like this. Of course, don't forget the African Cup, African qualifiers for the World Cup is also ongoing this weekend. Nigeria, South Africa, Benin Republic will be playing. Egypt has just played, and I think they beat, I don't know who they beat. Is it Cape or who? 3-0. So yeah, there are a lot of games that will be coming up, and if as time permits me, I'll be putting up a lot of information down here for you to know what's happening. So we are waiting in Africa for, of course, Nigerians and South Africa to arrive home. They've tried. They went there when other teams left in the group stage. They were able to proceed from the group stage to knockout stages, which is not easy. Congratulations to the boys. And of course, there will be opportunity for you to showcase and do more. And some of you that have been scouted from this tournament, because I see there is a lot of scouts in this tournament looking for young players. And some of you guys, of course, will be scouted. I wish you all the best as you go for your screening and your medicals and all of that. I wish you all the best, and remain humble, remain hopeful, remain committed, and be determined. Work as hard as C. Ronaldo does, and work on your skills and be as skillful as Messi. See you at the top. Bye.